All right, we got one spot right in front of us here that'll probably hold a fish or two, and that's going to be right in this broken water ripple situation. There we go. Perfect cast. What did I say? Fish right in the giving you guys a show. Come here, buddy. Nice little brown, probably in that 10-11 inch range. He's back. All right, now we're gonna go to the back hole here. So we're gonna try and get into the center of the stream. We've already fished what's in front of us, so I'm not worried about spooking fish there. And we're gonna touch the back end right where a fish may be sitting, catching the tail out of it. And there he is right there. Pretty subtle bite. I just kind of saw the indicator just go down about 2 inches. And I said, yep. But that's what happens when you go from fast moving water to slow moving water with an indicator is they go from being very aggressive bites to much less aggressive looking bites. Like that one right there, it moved, the indicator moved about 3-4 inches, was pretty easy to spot because we were in moving much faster water. There, that's bigger. There's bigger fish as well. Good fighter, real good fighter. Probably one of the larger browns again today. Beautiful fish. Look at those red dots. Back he goes. Get stuck. Oh, this is a great hole, you know. I should stay here. Yeah, you should catch a couple fish out of it, but then you should move. There's a nice little rock formation right here that I'm looking at, and that looks juicy. I'm ready to give it a couple casts. We'll see if we can pull 1 or 2 out of it. There's one, and he's off, just a little brownie. All right, give it 2 or 3 casts and say, all right, time to move along. You're not gonna catch every fish out of every hole. I say it every time. Someone's gonna prove me wrong and now be like, oh look, I caught every fish out of the hole. What I mean by that is most of the time you will have a few aggressive fish in a pool, and you have a few non-aggressive fish in a pool. Catch the ones that are gonna bite and then move along. All right, so obviously far less aggressive tactic than with the streamer. So what we can do is we can dissect the water a whole lot more gently. Back into the pool, tail out section. Oh, I lost him. I say that was a pretty subtle bite, which is kind of what I expect out of tail end section fish. Is they're in the tail out section because they're feeding, but they want everything brought right to them. I hit a rock there. They don't want to chase. They don't want to be the first on the pie. Yeah, there's a rock right there. Whereas the fish further up in the pool are not. I'm gonna hit that rock again, I bet. All right, well, I didn't hit the rock there. So, there should be a fish somewhere in there. That's another bow. Nice bow here. I'll need the net for him. he gonna be dinner part 2. Keep him out of the structure. Another beautiful fish here. Oh, 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 oh. Come here. Yes. Dinner looking good tonight. Let's take a peek at this fish quick before I put him on the stringer. Nice fish. Once again, this is beginning to be a holdover fish because he's starting to get the rouge. His coloration's coming back, so that's always good to see. When you get them fresh out of the hatchery, what tends to occur is they tend to be very silvery. All right, we gotta dry my fly off quick here, and then we'll put it right back in where we found that other fish. He's looking at it. I had one just stare at it for a long period of time there. Gosh, that dropper does such a nice job of laying that in there. I usually do not like fishing a hopper dropper, I will be completely honest with you. I've tried it, I've made videos on it. It works. It's, oh, there I lost him. I was gonna say it works fairly well, but we fish, when I bring you guys along, we fish a lot of different structures. We fish a lot of pools that are 5-6 foot deep. We fish a lot of pools that are a foot deep or 2 foot deep. So the hopper dropper tends to not be on the top of my list because whatever you set, that's another nice bow. Nope, that's a brownie. And I lost him. But it tends to, I lost my train of thought. It tends to limit the strike distance and strike zone. Whereas if I'm using something like a streamer, I can hold my pole higher and, you know, bring it in faster. I can do all sorts of things to mitigate that. And tie on a heavier streamer and let it sink longer. Whereas with the hopper dropper, I have to cut the line and start over if I want to go deeper or shallower. Put one more right in the middle of the pool there. Doing it. There's a fish. Another brownie. I don't know how many I lost. Oop. I'll make that another one that I lost. Once again, with these small hooks, the fish do come off easy, so you kind of got to play your cards between horsing them and, oh, nice brown. Oh, he got off. Right where he's supposed to be though. Nice long skinny fish, probably 15-16 inch brown. That's disappointing. That was going to be a beautiful fish. I've got to be much more gentle with it, so. All right, let's put this in the rough water here and see if I can find anybody. Found one right there. Now that big fish was sitting right there along those rocks, which is a classic brown trout spot to hide in. You have a little bit of an overhang so he can hide away. Beautiful fat little fish, buddy. Beautiful fish. You're back. That's a classic large brown trout spot, is somewhere where there's a lot of current, a lot of structure. Really broken water here, so it's kind of hard for me to see what the fly's doing. That is one of the disadvantages. I saw that one take. That's a nice fish. That's a real nice fish. Don't come off now. I think he's a real nice fish anyway. Yeah, he's a good fish. Probably a 14-inch brown. No, smaller than that. He's fighting way too good because he's in the current. It's always hard to judge them when they're in the current. Nice male brown here. Probably an 11, 12-inch fish. Something along those lines. Peeksy, and back he goes.